driving bus. How's it going? Good morning. Welcome. Isn't it? Yeah. That particular nature that you have, that nature doesn't have to be given up. That nature you can use in the service of God. You can drive the bus. Like for instance, I have friends, they're buses drivers in London. And someone gets on the bus and they say, God bless you, Hare Krishna. Someone gets on the bus, they say, Hare Krishna, good morning. And then someone is getting on the bus, and sometimes they don't say that, they just say, hello, good morning, how are you? I hope you have a nice day. And they're doing it, they're trying to be instruments of God's love in their daily activities. Their consciousness changed. Not their activity, not their personality, just a motivation for doing what they're doing. Why am I a mother? Why am I a father? Why am I a friend? Why am I a scientist? Why am I a greengrocer? Why am I doing it? This is my vehicle. I have to drive it. But what is my purpose? What is my motivation? If my motivation is for pleasing Krishna, for pleasing God, then this activity becomes yoga. This activity becomes yoga. It becomes an instrument for me linking with God. So when this relationship is established, either in a beginning stage, in an intermediate stage, or in a very intimate stage, the relationship with God, when it is established, then there's different levels of ananda. Ananda means bliss or pleasure. So it's explained that for Krishna there's many different kinds of relationships. There's unlimited relationships that people have, but they're categorized as 5. One is that someone sees that there is God, there is a supreme being, and He is wonderful. Praise the Lord. Something amazing, some amazing, all-intelligent, all-powerful, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Interesting, you all start with the word om. So it's amazing that this being is all-powerful, amazing. So in that, one is in awe. There's not so much activity in the relationship, just appreciation that there is a supreme, all-intelligent being. That's one appreciation. Then when one becomes more used to that vibration, and one is more settled in that, then one thinks, what could I do? What kind of service could I do for this person? Is there anything I can do for that person? So then that one enters into a relationship of trying to serve the Supreme Being. And then as the service intensifies, as one becomes friendly, or one can become very parental, or one can become very familiar, completely surrendered. So there's different levels of intimacy with that Supreme Being. But the first step, is acknowledgement of the awe of God, His Godhood. The awe of God. So many people have explained this, have been able to see this in nature. I'll tell a story. Stories are good. I'll tell a story, but there's one story about this personality here, over here. He's playing on this picture. He's playing a Nina in the corner. You can have a look after. The next doesn't need to. So he's the understanding of his name is Narada Muni. He has a special license. He can go to see God. He can go around this world, and he can go to see God. He's got a special benediction. So sometimes he wants to go there to get direction, and just to see the Lord. So he was going to see the Lord, and on his way there was a very proper religious man. He's a priest. He was very did all of the rules, did everything proper. Waved the candle the right amount of times. Wore the right kind of clothes. He woke up at the right time. He did everything by the book. But he was doing everything correctly. Paka, perfecto. Everything was very, very good. And when you saw this saintly person going away, he said, "Oh, saintly person, tell me, where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to see Krishna." He said, "Okay, can you do me a favor?" He said, "No problem." He said, "When you meet Krishna, you tell me when will I ask him about me. I tell him I'm doing everything proper, I'm doing everything nicely. You should see. So you ask him, when is it that I will attain salvation? When? You tell me. Must be soon. You're doing everything nicely." So anyway, now there's no problem, and he goes ahead. So just as he's going, he meets this simple man, the cobbler. He's just banging at some shoes at the base of a tree. So he said to Narada, he said, "Oh, great things, where are you going?" And he said, "I'm going to see the Lord in the spiritual world." Wow. He said, "I know I'm not very, I'm useless. All I'm doing is banging shoes there. But you ask him, you ask him, when I will see him. When I will see him again." So Narada continues, and he goes to the gates of spiritual kingdom. He goes through, because he has a free pass. And he goes through, and he meets the Lord. So when he's meeting the Lord, he discusses his points, and then he says, "By the way, I just came from this place, and there's one very proper priest there, Brahman. He's doing everything so nicely, and he's just asking when he will attain salvation." And the Lord says, "Oh, him? It will take many, many lifetimes. Actually, I don't know when he's going to come back. It'll take many, many lifetimes." And now he's just doing everything so nicely. Okay? But there's this other man, he's cobbler. And he's just underneath this, oak tree. Every day he's just banging his shoes. He says, what's his destiny? He said, "Oh, very soon he will come back. When this body is finished, the soul will come back to me." Just a short amount of time. And now he's perplexed. He said, "How is it possible? How is it possible?" So now the Lord says to him, "I will show you. When you go back there, you tell them, both of these men, that when you went to Vaikuntha, tell them that I, the Supreme God, was threading an elephant through the eye of a needle." You know, a needle? Tell them that I was pulling an elephant through the eye of a needle. And now it says, so he goes back down, and he comes across the first man. The first man says, "Oh, he's doing everything, everything perfect, good stuff. He comes, sits in the person. Please tell me, when I will go. Because he's doing, no?" And now it says, actually, the Lord says it will be some time. So he's not quite sure. "What do you mean? What do you mean he's not quite sure? What do you mean, God? I'm doing everything proper." He says, "Well, that's what the Lord says." Well, anyway, what is this Lord? What was he doing anyway when he went up there? How do you know who's God? What was he doing? And now he said, in the kingdom of heaven, the Lord was pulling an elephant through the eye of a needle. Nonsense! You nonsense! Telling stupid, and why he's doing this? How he's going to pull an elephant through the eye of a needle? How is it possible to pull an elephant through the eye of a needle? So when he saw his reaction, he said, "Sorry, I'm just relaying the message." And he left that man. So then he went, so he's walking along, and he comes across this cobbler, underneath the oak tree. So he's like, it's in India, it's a banyan tree. Sitting on a banyan tree. Banyan tree is many, grows down, and so he's just sitting there. And then he says, "Oh, great things you have come. Oh, amazing, so nice to see you. I'm sorry to ask, but did you see the Lord?" And he said, "Yes, I saw the Lord." He said, "What? What was he doing? What was it like there?" And he said, "Well, I don't know if you believe it. He said, but the Lord was pulling an elephant through the eye of a needle." He said, "Oh, This Lord is so amazing, do anything. Amazing, how just amazing he's doing this there. Amazing. And Narada said, you believe he's pulling the elephant through the eye of needle? How do you have so much faith that he's pulling the elephant through the eye of needle? Then, oh, my Lord can do anything. Why I don't have faith? He said, every day I'm sitting underneath this banyan tree, and I see on this so many different seeds. From the banyan tree, they fall on the ground. I take the seed and I look and I think, inside this seed, there's a huge banyan tree. Inside the seed, there's a huge banyan tree. Just add water, and a huge tree will manifest in time. Huge tree. And I think, if the Lord can put a big tree inside this tiny seed, of course he can pull an elephant through the eye of needle. No problem. What's the problem? So he had faith. He had faith, not blind faith. He had faith based on observing God in nature. He saw the little miracles everywhere. Like this child, it's a miracle. Oh, it's a miracle. Man and woman come together, and then the seed is sent to the ovum, and then it just develops into a person. A person. They're not like planning. Okay, now we have to give it this vitamin. Now we have to do this. It's not like it's a miracle. There's miracles everywhere, but we're just not educated to see them. Real education means to be trained to see God everywhere. We're seeing the miracles everywhere. Education comes from the Greek word educare. It means to withdraw knowledge from within. Actually, God, intuition. Intuition? It's like the indwelling tutor. The tutor that's within. We all have our internal guide, and that's a manifestation of God. Internal, indwelling friend who's giving us knowledge. But because our consciousness and awareness is out in the material, in the three lower fields, thinking of my emotions or my bodily needs, then we're not here anymore. Coming to the fourth level of consciousness gives us a sense of peace, and we can start to connect and hear. But where will he guide us? He will guide us to the spiritual existence, the fifth level of consciousness. So that level of consciousness, the first thing is to hear about it. So now we are hearing about such a concept, such an existence, such a level. So therefore we have interest. So when there's interest, then there is enthusiasm, motivation. And we have to protect that enthusiasm and that motivation. We have to protect it, because it will be taken away by people who are in the other levels of consciousness. Of course, the modern economic giants, they have no control over the fifth level of consciousness. They have little experience of the fourth level of consciousness. But they're very powerful in the other levels of consciousness, body and mind. So they know how to attract the mind towards their products, called marketing. So the more I put my ideas inside your mind, the more you hear about my ideas. Like now you're hearing a spiritual idea. Outside, we walk down the street, we will hear there's so many ideas in the window: sale, new, and improved, always better. This one is really going to get you. So many, they're called slogans, isn't it? You know what that means? Marketing slogan. You know where the word slogan comes from? It comes from the Sanskrit word shloka. Shloka. In Hindi, you don't know. Shloka. Shloka is another word for mantra. And man means mind, and tra means to deliver, like transport. It means to deliver the mind to a specific destination. Deliver the mind from where it is to where I want it to be. So the people in the material sphere, the powerful people, the people who know this science, then they know that we just have to get their attention to our product. Then they become attached to our product, and they work for this. And therefore they become attached, and that their sphere of consciousness is developed around this. So someone who's just existing on Anamai, they get bored. And then they look around, they see others. to enjoy their body, but they want to get to know the person. And then when they get to know the person, they find conflict, and they think, oh, persons are really, really tough. best if I didn't exist. Best if I was just like a non-entity. This is what some quasi-spiritual schools are speaking. You have to get rid of your desires. Become nothing. Zero. Dead. No. You don't. You just have to engage your desires in the service of God. When you find out how to make how to purify desire, then you can exist as an individual with the proper function of the soul, the proper function. It's not that we have to kill our individuality. We just have to purify our individuality from selfish service towards the senses and the material nature, and trying to exploit the material nature. Then we transform that selfish exploitation to selfless service for the original eternal form of Krishna, the most attractive being. So this is the idea, the philosophy of Krishna consciousness in a seed. So this is what we call in science theory. And after theory, in all sciences you have observation, hypothesis, experiments, and then you get realization or result. So hydrogen plus oxygen equals H2O, theory. Go to the laboratory, do the experiment, get the water, produce it, drink it, rehydration. Yes? So similarly, this is the idea that you are a soul, there is the Supreme Soul. So what is the experiment to realize that? The experiment is there in all revealed scriptures. Is that to try and connect with God through service, seva. So do all of your activities in a mood and in a way that will be pleasing to God. That's it. Do all of your activities. So how do I know what's pleasing to God? Is it relative or is it absolute? Is it just what I think? I think this would please God. I will give you a bottle of vodka for Christmas. But that's the sentiment is good, but the form in which the sentiment is presented is destructive. So you want to give love, but how do we love? How do we show our love? What do we give? What do we receive? How do we become instruments and functioning loving beings in a spiritual sense, in a true sense, pure sense? So that takes knowledge, it takes training, and it takes information. So that's why we have these books, Bhagavad Gita. So if anybody is interested in these books, then we have a whole display outside. You can get one of these books, and they will, whatever the different themes outside, so you can take one with you. And there is so much to learn, but it's an individual journey. An individual journey, and everybody's on an individual starting point. But it takes, like any discipline or any journey, it takes a first step, and the first step is to call him. First step is to be aware that there is someone. The second step is to call. So this call, this chanting of Hare Krishna, as we're explaining, it's like a call from the soul. How are we doing on the next part? Are we ready?
We are ready.
Ready, okay. So, wrap up. And so we have to be aware of that being, and then call. Show a desire to connect. Show the desire. Okay, I heard the idea, heard the theory. Now let me connect. Let me try and reach out to that person. I mean, I can't see it, but it makes sense. So let me connect. Let me try. So this is what this mantra is. This is what prayer is. This is what this Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna mantra is specifically directed towards Hare and Krishna. Hare is the lady, and Krishna is the male aspect of God. So it denotes, it addresses God in his compassionate feminine aspect and also in his all-attractive male aspect. So it's a complete address to the complete person. And when we do this, we feel complete. Body, mind and soul. This is our simple presentation. And for me it makes a lot of sense. That's why I'm doing it. And it's very fulfilling. It's very nourishing. And I love chanting Hare Krishna. I love to sit with my friends, my family, spiritual family. And we just sit down with this drum and with this different instruments. We can do for hours, sometimes 24 hours. Just come together as a community. Different people take turns. And we just dance, sing. Because I was showing you the basic steps. It's like the whole spontaneous level. You know, it's amazing things you can do with this drum. Amazing things you can do with the music box. You can make a whole festivity, a whole party. Next weekend there will be a big festival in Hungary. They will found it. And you will spend the whole day, from morning to evening, everybody just dancing, chanting, feasting, you know, having philosophy classes. It's just like a big and so colourful and festive. All the girls are wearing saris or colourful saris. Boys are dressed in like beautiful, shining, clean clothes. It just looks like the spiritual world. It just looks like it's pure, clean fun. Pure, clean fun. There's no alcohol. There's no illicit connections between men and women. Just respecting each other's souls. Saying this is a child of God. I'm a child of God. She is a child of God. And we are assisting each other to serve God. This is what marriage looks like in Hare Krishna.